It's day 25 of the 31-day Safer Pilot Challenge. Today, the impossible takeoff.
Charging, power back, 10 degrees flat, perfect. Landing still starting the perfect pattern.
What is happening, MzeroA Nation? Jason Shepard here, day 25. Who is 25 for 25 in the 31-day Safer Pilot Challenge? Check in down below. We are getting so close. I'm so proud of so many of you. You've been amazing, by the way. I've seen a lot of you taking us up on taking a trial of the online ground school. I've seen you inside the member webinars. If you're not in there, MzeroAtrial.com to check that out. The impossible takeoff. That seems interesting, but it can be true depending on our weight and balance situation. Listen to this NTSB report here with me. On the morning of February 2nd, 2005, a Challenger jet, November 370 Victor, was scheduled for an on-demand passenger charter flight from Teterboro to Chicago Midway. At approximately 7:18 Eastern Standard Time, the aircraft carrying 8 passengers and 3 crew members commenced its takeoff from runway 6. However, this routine operation soon turned into a harrowing ordeal. As the jet accelerated down the runway, it became apparent to the crew that something was amiss. The aircraft struggled to rotate for liftoff. They're pulling back and there's just nothing there. This difficulty was actually attributed to the jet's center of gravity being well forward. We talk so much about aft CG. This is a forward CG and actually well in front of the forward takeoff limit. Now the pilots, realizing the gravity of the situation, bad pun, sorry, they attempted a high-speed rejected takeoff. Fortunately, it was too late. They already exceeded V1. V1 is the point at which a takeoff can no longer be safely aborted. You're flying no matter what. But they couldn't because of weight and balance. So this Challenger jet is now out of control. It's traveling at 110 knots, overshoots the runway, crashes through an airport perimeter fence, crosses a 6-lane highway where it hits a vehicle, goes through a parking lot and into a building. Can't make this up. The impact and the ensuing post-crash fire destroyed the aircraft. You ready for the crazy part? All 8 passengers and crew survived. Minor and serious injuries, but everybody survived. The NTSB, obviously, it was all over this, and conducted a thorough investigation and concluded the probable cause of this tragic event. It was the pilot's failure to ensure the aircraft was loaded within its weight and balance limits. This miscalculation, it led to an incorrect center of gravity that literally prevented the jet from rotating at the intended speed for takeoff. Now, this to me just serves as a reminder. Right? We think weight and balance is something we do back in our private pilot days. Like, I gotta do this weight and balance, or they're not gonna dispatch the plane, or my flight instructor's gonna be mad at me, or I gotta do it for my DPE, whatever it is. You see, as pilots, it's truly our duty to just meticulously verify that our aircraft is within its operational limits before every flight. Complacency on these checks, well, as we see, it can lead to catastrophic outcomes. You may fly the same airplane with the same flight instructor in the same fuel conditions, and you do the same weight and balance every time. It might vary just by a little bit here for fuel and baggage and oil and that sort of stuff. And you can get complacent doing the same thing over and over until you step into a new airplane or a different airplane. Complacency kills. Furthermore, related to this accident here, it underlines the significance of decision-making during these critical phases of flight as well. They had an opportunity to abort sooner. They had the opportunity to run the weight and balance. So I'm gonna ask for a commitment from you all. I know weight and balance can be a lot of work. I also know our EFBs can whip one together pretty quickly. I'm not asking you to get down with a pencil every single time. Know how to do that, but a weight and balance every single time. I don't care if you own the airplane. I don't care if it's the same one you always fly, whatever it is, a weight and balance every single flight. Can you commit down in the comments with that as well? Our goal of the 31-day Safer Pilot Challenge is to make 2024 your safest and best flying year yet. And by making these little commitments, you're setting yourself up for future success. Have a blessed, abundant, outstanding rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. In the meantime, remember that a good pilot is always learning. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you. Pass your FAA written test and pass your FAA check ride, or I'll pay for it. I want you to see why more than 130,000 people trust MzeroA for passing their exams and, most importantly, making them safer, smarter, real-world pilots. You can get started today by going to MzeroAtrial.com.